Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis of updated commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it, and if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com, where I dive deeper into all these topics, sectors, looking for investment opportunities and sharing it with everyone in the community. We do have a special coupon code going on. You can check that out in the description link below. 50% savings on the first month only on the monthly membership, and a larger discount on the yearly membership. And you can always swap from monthly to yearly. All right, let's dive in and see what's going on today. Starting with the dollar, and again, nothing's changed here, guys. I'm going to be bullish until we see some heavy selling pressure, and I'm just not seeing it. So falling wedge, double bottom, this is going to break higher, in my opinion. We're going to see a stronger dollar. Nothing has changed from my opinion, even back here in July and June. Falling wedge, it's going to go up. That's my guess. 2-year yield heading a little bit higher. We haven't broken out of this pattern either direction, down or up, but I think we're going to eventually go up. The reason I think that is because we've broken to the upside. Now, that doesn't mean that in the short term that we can't do one of these. So I'm not stating that I know the short term. We could do this before breaking higher. But I think the trend, the big secular trend, is upwards. So we're up today, and I know people, they change their mind off of day-to-day market movements. I do not. I look at support levels, I look at these things, and I say, I'm in the camp that we're going higher. That's my bias from where we entered this pattern. Now I'm looking for a move up. So that's what I'm seeing with the 2-year interest rate. The 10-year, we did have a down move today, down 0.35. We've got upward pressure, but we do have kind of a selling pressure candlestick today. We'll see if it is a reversal or not. It is a bearish engulfing, so we could see some downside pressure. I'm a little bit, I'll just say, doubtful of it just because of this squeeze here into that corner and then the bullish engulfing here. A lot of the times that will be on a little bit longer time frame. That will be a bullish pressure move higher. But in the short term, we did get a little bit of selling pressure. Could see a little bit of reversal, and maybe we come back down and then roll higher. That's kind of the way I'm thinking. We'll see what follow through we get tomorrow. 30-year yield down 0.67. That one's got a little bit more selling pressure, just like the 10-year. So these are reversal candlesticks. So think of them as like a broken downtrend. I'm thinking that we're going higher, but in the very short term, we could do a detour like that. So maybe that's my guess. We'll see what happens. Could we get all the way down here? It's totally possible to get all the way down there. And then we've got this big bullish pattern that I think will break to the upside eventually. So bigger picture view up. Shorter term, we are seeing some selling pressure on the 10 and the 30, the long end of the curve. TLT, we're heading higher. Looks good to go higher. We could hit this little area that I put up there, that little resistance area. So that's looks like we're heading towards that area. This is in an uptrend. We could see yields pull back a little bit in the short term, and we could maybe get up here with some time. The 2 and the 10. Now this is this is interesting. We have a very strong candlestick today where the 2-year went up 0.55%. The 10-year was down 0.35, and that's the candle that it created. This wants to reinvert. So here's the interesting thing here. Is it possible that the slowdown occurred here? And now we're bottoming and starting to turn higher. It's totally possible. And perhaps the way that they're releasing the bonds and bills on the shorter end is having an impact on this yield curve. So we'll see where this goes. Pretty strong candlestick today. heading higher for potential re-inversion. TYX TNX ratio was down a little bit, so we're not getting any tailwinds behind gold and silver today. There are none. Well, the dollar's down a little bit, but that's not a big enough amount in my opinion. So gold's down $134 an ounce. It's getting hit. It started up here. Your first bearish engulfing, and then the big reversal candlestick here. And a lot of the times, we could see this pull on back and consolidate. And that's exactly what we're seeing and what it's doing. Silver is also selling off. I have the arrow from last, speaking about it last last session. Bearish engulfing, and then we have a weak bounce, and then usually it follows through to the downside, which it's doing. So we are consolidating. We're pulling back in silver, and I'll leave that there. To me, this looks a little bit, could be a shoulder, head, shoulder popping up here. And perhaps we get down here even for a potential move lower. Platinum down a little bit. This still looks a little bit toppy to me. We've got strong selling pressure through here. We have a weak bounce in your candlesticks here. So if you were to ask me, Andy, don't look at anything, what would you say about this chart? I'd say it's going to go down in the short term. That would be my guess. And this would be like some sort of rising wedge type pattern. You might see follow through to the downside there. And palladium's got a similar pattern. Big selling pressure moves through here. See the weak bounces in between. Smaller selling pressure here. I don't see it. It's not a huge follow through dump move. But we were down 3.3% today. Maybe we need a little bit of time to consolidate this out in a corner. It might be a little bit bigger of a pattern than what I drew there, but maybe that's kind of what we're seeing there. Is a little bit larger consolidation that might occur here. XAU to gold ratio is down about 1%. I do like seeing this candlestick with the wick at the bottom. So maybe we get a little bit of some buying pressure here to hold this up a little bit. But we're in a downtrend, and that hasn't changed yet. We've got GDX down 4%. That's been pulling back. We don't have any huge reversal candlesticks up here. No big like wick at the top or anything. So I don't think we're like at a top. I think this is just a consolidation pullback. And obviously when these things rip like this, whenever you get vertical moves like this, you got to get careful. So maybe we do something like we get a little bit of resistance through here. So we blew through that, and maybe we consolidate like on top of that. And we come back there, potentially. And that would be the price of like $63. So there's my guess on there. GDXJ, again, getting some selling pressure. Whenever you get these big moves like that in a very short period of time, you're going to get consolidations. So there it is. It's coming. And then SILJ is down 3.5%. Now, SILJ, remember, guys, long, big picture view, this looks fantastic to go higher. Short term, though, whenever you go vertical like this, you get the chance to consolidate or do something where you sit on top of this pattern and do a back test or consolidation or a flag pattern or some type of pattern that I don't know what it will do in the short term. But we're getting some selling pressure. Yep, it's consolidating. Still looks good in the long term, though. Crude oil down slightly. This looks really good. No selling pressure. Just a sideways chop. So last time gold consolidated, we saw this break. It was August of 2020. And that was like right in this area here. Gold pulled back and then money rotated into oil. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen again. Something we can look for. This looks really good for a break higher here. Very, very good for a move, at least for it to try to do it here. And we'll see what occurs. It looks good. This looks way better. So If you look at gold, see how gold's got this big selling pressure, the selling pressure candlesticks in the small greens. This looks like the beginning of a consolidation. Crude oil's got the opposite. We've got these big green candlesticks and then the small reds. That looks really good, really good. And we'll see if we get follow through. TTF gas, this looks good too. Why? Because we've consolidated here. So we pulled on back. This is probably what like gold could do. And then you can see that the momentum, this is big momentum, smaller momentum, and then no momentum. That's trying to turn. That looks really good for a potential move higher. Not much selling pressure in this down here. We just need the buyers to step in, show us that they're in control. Natural gas in America up 4%. That's looking pretty good. It's going to try to break out of this little resistance area. Maybe we can break out of here. We'll see if we can get through it. So this is the big top, the move lower, potential double bottom, and then this is your consolidation on top of the double bottom. So this looks good. I think it's going to go higher. It looks very good. Big picture view. Boy, XOP, yeah, you know me. Not much selling pressure. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Even if we close this gap, even if we pull back like that and then go, I think it looks good. If we can do that, something like that. And it doesn't have to close that gap. It could rip. This looks good. It's not a ton of selling pressure over here, so we'll see if that holds. OIH also looking very good. We ripped through this resistance area. Not much selling pressure. We could easily go higher here. Looks good. Still looks very, very good. We've got Newcastle coal futures up 0.87% or so. I like this here, guys. I like coal a lot. I think it looks really good on the longer term. Not short term, but long term. Usually you get a big move lower. You go through this like whatever pattern that looks like that. And I think this is just muted. And then you put in a double bottom perhaps. And here we are trying to work our way on up. So I think it looks good. It's Physical Uranium Trust holding basically sideways, right at support resistance. We'll see if it holds. We've got uranium futures pricing up a little bit today, about 1.18%, or maybe that was Friday. No, it's Monday. Monday, well, let's look here. That was Friday. So that's Friday's closing, but still looks good to work its way on up. Give it time. URA, the companies here, the equities, a little bit of selling pressure. It's not total selling. You can see the wick at the bottom there. This does look like a little bit of a consolidation. So maybe we consolidate here for a little bit. We'll see. There's a possibility this does get a larger pullback, depending on what follow through we get. What I mean is, could this play out? And if we pull back and lose that, we could. It's possible. But we'll see if we get that type of follow through. URNM, we're on top of a lot of support here. We broke out to highs, so we'll see if this support holds. And then URNJ down 3.8. We broke out, came up a little bit, pulled back, and we've been consolidating here. We'll see if there's follow through. If there's follow through, we could, I could see this getting a little bit more bearish. We'll see. Nickel holding steady. No updates there on nickel. Just chopping sideways. Copper's up 0.66%. That's looking good. It's trying to break through. A little bit of resistance there as the red candlestick lost a little bit of momentum. But we're trying to break out. COPX up 0.3%. This is breaking out. I got my awesome little chart here. Let's put some legit stuff here. I'm just going to put it like that. It's on the closing prices, and I'll just draw this back like that. So that looks good to rip higher. Looks good longer term. Lithium down 2.7%. Maybe it's going to close this gap or something. We had a heck of a move to pop up here. Getting some selling pressure though in the short term. We're still in an uptrend, guys, so You know what I'm going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to hold on, ride it. We got the big falling wedge, the double bottom. I think we're going to go so much higher in lithium on the long term. So how come I'm going the regular? Okay, there we go. So yeah, I think we're gonna go way up here. I think we're gonna rip. That's what I think. But that's the big long term. I'm not talking, weeks or months. Well, months maybe, but I'm not talking like days or weeks. I'm talking like the big picture view here. This looks very, very good. REMX down 5%. We've had a rip here. I mean, we really, really ripped off this bottom here. Getting a consolidation here. See the big reds? So some of the momentum guys are coming out, most likely. They only watch price and it's done. I better sell out of it. So a little bit of a correction here. Kind of some nasty looking candlesticks through there. So maybe we have a little bit more to go. Whatever this looks like. Iron ore still holding steady. Not much selling pressure. I think this is primed to go higher. It looks good. It looks very good. Aluminum looks very good, up 0.7%. Look at that breakout. Looks fantastic. We've been talking about aluminum for a while. We've been waiting for this breakout. I thought we were going to break here, to be honest. I really did. And then somehow, I don't know if this is the tariff information, right? Got to use those tariffs to keep commodity prices down. They can't though. See, it was only temporary, and then all of a sudden it's bubbling back up. Why? Because there's going to be shortages. So it's going to keep going up and up and up, and there's inflation in the system. Can't hold me down, says aluminum. Baltic Dry Index doing a little bit of a chop. I put that there. Looks like last time or a couple times ago. But yeah, it's consolidating a little bit. Emerging markets up 1.1%. This is looking good. Let's rip this thing. When they lower interest rates, it's going to lower the dollar versus some of these other currencies. And I think we're going to see money flow into emerging markets. Emerging markets, very good opportunity. I mean, you should have already been entered here. Like, here's a good entry point. There's a good entry point. Here's a good entry point. And then now it's running. Not a good entry point. Now, I say it looks good, but that's not where I bought. Moo looks good here as an entry point. I think we'll break and move higher, but we're down a little bit today right underneath resistance. See, just watch the lows. Watch the lows here. If they keep stepping up into resistance, we'll break through it. Patience. KRE down a little bit, right at resistance. We'll see if this comes down. We fell pretty nasty here. And look at how small this upward move is, right up against resistance. This has the possibility of turning lower here. XHB holding steady. This still looks okay. I don't see a ton of selling pressure, no reversal candlesticks really, outside of this reversal going and projecting upward. So that still looks good. Russell's up somehow, 0.3%, continues on up. SPX is up. Look at that thing go. This is where they want you. They want you to be in the SPX and the NASDAQ. If you start to go into commodities, it shows up as inflation in a lot of their measuring sticks. So that's going up. NASDAQ's up. We're breaking out. We got the Dow Jones up a little bit. Transportation index. That looks good to go higher, though. We squeezed here. There's your 3M consolidation. This looks good to go higher. Like right here, it looks good. Looks very good. No, I'm not buying it. I don't buy everything that looks good. But XLI up 0.5. That's broken out. Basically all-time highs. We've got Bitcoin up a little bit. That's sitting on top of support, though. So up, up, up. This is still valid. Ethereum at support. Still could easily go higher if it wants to. We're above support. It's broken out of this little pattern to the upside. MicroStrategy's up a little bit. We've got the VIX is down 3.4%. They're under control for the VIX. Man, look at this breakout that we could have had here. Could have been disastrous, but they locked it down, kept it down, pushed the SPX and NASDAQ higher, keep people in it. That's my guess. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. So give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website, especially with the coupon code. And that's all I've got. So we'll catch you next time. See ya.